America, and today we're going to talk about capitalism. So some of you might have heard this kid called Scenable who's been running around telling everybody that communism is good, and he's saying because it's distributing products. Well, it's more than that, Scenable. Today I'm going to talk about how capitalism will beat communism. So the first thing I want to talk about is economy. So in communism, people are paid the same thing, so that doesn't give it a motivation to work. And without the motivation to work, there won't be work. If there ain't no work, there won't be anything done. Like gang resources, like doing services and saving lives. Like there's a doctor and a guy who hands out basketballs. The doctor doesn't get paid more than the guy who hands out basketballs if it was a communism world. Thus, the doctor doesn't have any motivation, thus killing the patient that he's trying to save the life of. And another thing bad about communism's... No. In capitalism, though, the doctor gets paid more than the guy who hands out basketballs because the doctor is more valuable and has better degree. And, like, the doctor has motivation to save lives. Unlike in communism, that's not the case. In communism, there's a dictator. In capitalism, there's like a president who has limited power. In communism, it isn't distribution. It's actually like deciding what to do with resources. So if you're a communist kid, you have to rely on Stalingrad, Kim Jong-un, whoever, to give you resources and take care of you. Take care of you. If you live in North Korea, one of the top 5 communist countries, Kim Jong-un promises a good life, but he spends most of his money on nuclear bombs instead of focusing on their people that are starving out there. And yeah, communism could be very corrupt when it comes to this stuff. But in capitalism, like, everybody affects the economy. Because, like, somebody opens a business and they help serve people. And, like, somebody also opens a military research where they research nuclear bombs. That's why we have the luxury of having nuclear bombs, which is, like, 6,000 nuclear bombs. That's crazy. And we have the luxury of living in a fancy house, such as this one. And in communism, the reason why the Soviet Union broke down is because of poverty, because there's not enough resources being given, because, like I mentioned, the lack of motivation. In capitalism, however, people have the motivation to mine and to farm, and to, provide energy for all this stuff. And, like, the United States survived for almost 300 years because it had the motivation to get more resources, unlike the Soviet Union, who lasted for 69 years. And now let's talk about the morality. So the biggest lie in capitalism is that it provides greed and selfishness. Actually, that's not the case. Communism is the one that makes people greedy and selfish, not capitalism. The reason behind that is because you're slacking off and you still get money. It's like giving someone who's playing video games money. Like what the heck? In communism, like, they provide you with everything. Like, they take care of you. Government takes care of you. You don't take care of yourself. Like, the government gives you ice cream, and you just take the ice cream, and you say, what else can I get? And the government gives you more, and you just don't work for it. Like, if you don't work for it, then you don't deserve it. Like, even though the government gives you ice cream, you still provide the government with resources. If you don't provide it with enough resources, you don't get the ice cream. And the morality of capitalism makes you selfless because you have to work hard for people, and you get the money that the person decided to give you and money's like it's like a, you know, a sign of performance. And yet, like, you give money to someone to get something, and we trade. So of course you're not hogging all the money to yourself. You don't live for money. You need money to live. And and also in capitalism, it doesn't focus on equal wealth. It focuses on equal opportunity. We're all human beings, and we can all improve. So, like, we have the freedom to open a business or choose a job. Like, people in poverty decided to be in poverty, so because they choose not to work hard. And like, rich people, like, they actually work hard for what they get. They work hard for those Ferraris, they work hard for those mansions, they even work hard for those Roombas. And the last thing I want to talk about is the freedom. And in communism, everybody's the same. We're like, in communism, we're just like bees. You know, we just like, you know, do stuff, we work, and the queen just distributes it to us, and we all look the same. But in capitalism, we have the freedom of religion, speech, association, press, and expression, and so other. Like, if we weren't having capitalism, I wouldn't even be making this YouTube video right now. I also want to talk about free market economy. In a free market economy, the government doesn't control any of the business that's happening there except taxes. Ugh, I hate taxes. I don't even pay for them. So like, there's a command market. A command economy and a free market. A command economy is that the dictator decides what businesses are being planted. They decide where they put stuff. They decide which one gets more money and which one to invest in more to. The country is dependent. The country is like the palace of the dictator. And free market, however, it's based on the people. Like, if we were in communism, we want to have McDonald's, Starbucks, Apple, or even Five Guys. In communism, capitalism. In capitalism, you have the choice to live your life. Like, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a fireman. Like, you could achieve that if you work hard for it. You can also be a YouTuber. And like, you choose how you live. Like, you choose to be gay, or you could choose to be you know, an animal lover. You could choose to be Buddhist. You could choose to be even a pizza delivery guys. Like, in capitalism, like, you could do whatever you want except the laws. Like, in conclusion, capitalism is more than just earning money. It is human needs met. Freedom, like humans need freedom so they could be happy. Like, in communism, they just give you money and you don't deserve it and you're not happy. Like, capitalism is about succeeding in your life goals. And succeed. And capitalism is one of the best government system out there. Nobody's better than the United States. Yeah. And thank you for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more Pocalycat videos. Adios. See you in the next video.